with a typical mortgage holder now paying an extra £220 a month when they go to remortgage. And responsibility for this crisis lies at the door of the Conservatives that have crashed the economy. Let's talk more about mortgages because Sally Mitchell joins us, a business manager and senior mortgage broker at the Mortgage Mum. So we're getting some political reaction already, Sally, but can you take us through, for someone who has a mortgage in this country, what today's decision means?
Well, it's not as bad as was potentially predicted by some. I'm not surprised it went up a little bit, 25 base points. I think staying level at 5 was not going to happen. And of course, for anybody on a tracker mortgage or a variable rate mortgage, this is going to hit them really, really quickly and quite hard. They're going to see their payments go up pretty much immediately. For anyone on a fixed rate, it doesn't make much difference until it's time to remortgage. And unfortunately, we've still got about 1.5 million people coming up to the end of their fixed rates, and they fixed at those lovely low COVID rates. So we're going to see that the pain be drawn out over the next 18 months or so. We haven't even seen half of the people who will be affected coming forward. It's going to be an interesting 18 months. Let's hope that this is nearly the peak.
Sally, a lot of people, of course, don't have mortgages. They rent their properties. What does it mean for renters?
Well, of course, the buy-to-let market has been just as much affected as the residential. So there are landlords out there who are, facing much higher mortgage payments per month. And they're in the business of, making money. It's an investment. So we're finding that tenants are having those costs passed on to them, which is putting extra pressure on their household income, obviously. And it's also discouraging people from getting into the buy-to-let market. And a lot of landlords are finding that they are having to sell because it just doesn't make sense. That means that there's less stock. That means that rent prices increase. So it's a bit of a vicious circle, really.
Thanks so much, Sally. We'll just return to Ludovic now in Munich. Ludovic, just one more question on the global picture. We've got the US with its highest rates in 22 years. The ECB have also had a record high with their rates. But with what Sally's just saying, there's hope here that we're coming to the end of this. Is that the feeling globally as well?
Definitely. I think the worst is behind us when it comes to the tightening. The problem is the embedded tightening. So I think we haven't seen